I wasn't even going to do a video on the end of the Dallas Cowboys season. And I haven't up until this point because I just didn't even want to talk about them. It's not enjoyable talking about the Dallas Cowboys. That's why from day one, this has been a college draft channel. But I saw a comment. I didn't even drop any video today because I'm a little under the weather. But I saw a comment that Dak Prescott made that he can't correlate this year's record with his play. I'm showing my age, man. But in my day, if a player would have said that, he would have got his effing jaw broken, bro. He basically just threw everybody else under the bus. The games that he's thrown, 2, 3 interceptions. Did any of his teammates go up there and say, yo, I played great. Go look at Dak. He sucks. Maybe somebody can, point that out to me. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't remember that. But the $500 million golden man, for him to say that, bro, that is just, bro. I was laying in bed, man. Like I said, I don't feel good. And I got completely heated. But as you can see from the title of this video, you just can't say I'm picking on Dak, the golden child. Oh, man. David, that's why every organization, everyone in a locker room needs a Charles Haley, needs a Vontaze Burfict, needs an Eric Williams, needs a crazy ass enforcer to put people in their place because the coaches can't. He would have got his shit busted years ago. Brandon Aubrey made 36 field goals this year. And the majority of them were crazy ass long. His field goals equal almost 18 touchdowns. You take Brandon Aubrey off this team, this is a 1-2 win team. This team sucks, bro. If ever was a poster child for you do not need to spend $250 million on a quarterback and $100 million on 2 wide receivers, and that's what this fan base wants. Now they want to throw $100 million at Pickens, but can anyone show me one playoff team that has a $250 million quarterback and $200 million receivers? But yet this fan base wants it. That's why I don't even enjoy talking about them every day. I don't. It's miserable. It is. I got enough stress in my life. Jerry. The list would be that long. The only GM that drafts hurt players is a GM that's not afraid of losing his job. That's the only GM that drafts hurt players. The only GM that overpays his own players, but yet doesn't go out and spend any on anybody else's because he doesn't want to be proven that he's wrong. But yet every time a player leaves this organization, they flourish. What's up, OJ? Fan base. 90% of this fan base is delusional. They import the water from Flint, Michigan, and drink it. If you told me they were born in Chernobyl, I'd believe you. Our fan base is just delusional. Our fan base already watched Jeremiah Love and a corner. Listen, don't get me started, man. Made some quick notes. All right, we're in 2026. And this will be our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, our fifth different defensive coordinator. Our fifth different defensive coordinator. This will be our sixth year. How do you draft for that? Or we drafted just on a year-by-year basis and just for that year and not long-term and not have a vision? Well, I think the vision is Panavision. Showing my age, bro. I think that might have been a Cheech and Chong movie quote, man. I'm telling you, I'm showing my age, man. There's no vision. This team's a joke. Winning doesn't matter. It's a brand. Pepsi, Coca-Cola, McDonald's. That's it, man. No good head coach wants to come here. Who the hell wants to come here and have, you ever see what a melted candle looks like? That's what Jerry Jones looks like. What good head coach wants to come here and deal with Jerry Jones on a daily basis? We didn't even interview Mike Vrabel. They're not going to hire Brian Flores. And if they was to bring him here, I would hope they would bring him on here like with, Shoddy's gone. But me, I'd run out and hire Jim Harbaugh. Harbaugh, whatever his first name. I mean, I know what his last name is. He's Tom Landry compared to Schottenheimer. Schottenheimer's a clown, bro. It's amazing. The Cowboys got eliminated from the playoffs. I never seen a coach go for more fourth down plays, but it took them to get eliminated from the playoffs. Exclusive access, boom. What's up, Jim? It took them to get eliminated from the playoffs, and then he went on every fourth down it was. The trade for Quinnen Williams was a joke. Number one, you don't trade for a 28-year-old defensive tackle. Number two, the way the contract is written up, next year, if Dallas goes 0-17, that pick goes to the Jets in 2027. So now you made this trade in 2025. So why would you wait? Why would you lock up? We wasn't one player away. Why would you lock up 2025, 2026, and then 2027's draft on one trade? Why would you lock up 3 years? You think this dude is fucking Aaron Donald, Reggie White, Randy White? No, he's not. He came over. Did he make a difference in stopping the run? No. You don't trade for 28-year-old players. You make a trade like him when you're one player away. I still got the bruises on me for the George Pickens trade. I said he runs lazy routes. I said he quits on routes. I said he quits in games. I said he vanishes for games at a time. Did he have his best season ever? Yes. Should I be impressed by that? It's the horse. It's the carrot in front of the horse theory. If someone was dangling me $100 million guaranteed contract, I would be on my best behavior. And George Pickens still came out. What's going to happen when he has $100 million guaranteed? That's when the helmets go flying. Stupid trade. You gave up on 3 and 5 for him. But that's what the fan base wants. That's what Jerry gives the fan base. If JH goes to the Giants, I think we'll be in trouble because he knows how to draft and build a team. I can see Harbaugh going to the Giants. The scuttlebutt also too is Big Mike, Mike McCarthy. I don't even know if I said it. Like I said, I don't feel good. How ironic is it? All our players that leave flourish because they're in a different environment. They don't have this BS every day. Coaching matters. For the people that don't think coaching matters, look at Alabama versus Indiana. That Indiana team is 30 plus kids from James Madison with 0 stars. So a bunch of 0-star kids beat 4 stars and 5 stars. So if you don't think coaching matters, I don't know what to tell you, man. But 99% of the Dallas Cowboy fan base and 90% of the Dallas Cowboy content creators, they don't think coaching matters, man. Like I said, man, trade for Williams was gross. The trade for George Pickens was gross. Now, we also have our fan base. There's content creators that want to pay Javonte Williams. A 2-year contract for Javonte Williams is going to be about 14 to 15 million. Now, this is where I'm going to almost suffer like a stroke trying to break shit down. Let's just say I think he had 1,300 yards, 10 TDs, something around that. I'm just going off the top of my head. If you don't think Blue, Maffa, and what I've heard about Blue and Maffa, I'm not going to believe. I'm the type of guy, I got to believe it to see it. But you're dealing with the Cowboys, liars. I do not believe anything that comes out of the Star because Jerry rather run up a tree and tell a lie than stand on the ground and tell the truth. But if you don't think a free agent or a day 3 running back, Jadon Blue and Phil Maffa, if you don't think those 3 running backs can reproduce 1,400 yards and 10 plus touchdowns, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're lost. You're completely lost because that's money you can spend on the defense. It is a running back by committee league. The idiot fans out there ripped the Seattle Seahawks a couple of years ago because 2 years in a row, for 1 year, second round pick, Kenneth Walker out of Michigan State. They liked that pick. The next season, they took Zach Charbonnet, second round pick out of UCLA, and their fan base was up in arms. And I'm like, you do realize it's a running back by committee league. Now, you don't have to worry about that with Dallas because they don't even have a second rounder or a third rounder. But there's still enough running backs to get. Look at the running backs that went this year. Look at the running backs that went this past draft on day 3. And if you don't think, like I said, man, it's just a joke, man. But you see, Jerry, for all his faults, he's a genius because no matter whatever he touches, turns to gold. New DC, Jim Schwartz, Todd Bowles, exclusive access to taste. New DC hire like Jim Schwartz, Todd Bowles, or Brian Flores. If they select, listen, I look at it this way. Hopefully, whoever they pick is going to be better than Liverwurst. He should have been left at Giant Stadium with a bus ticket to get back to Texas. The way this defense performed, they traded for Kenneth Murray, garbage. Traded for a kid from Wisconsin, linebacker from Chicago. Don't even remember his name. Then Logan, whatever, we trade for from the Cincinnati Bengals. And like 2 weeks ago, you forgot to play him? That's your excuse? You forgot to play him? And as much as Liverwurst is a half a tard, at what point the head coach see like you got to be you got to know what's going on offense, you got to know what's going on defense, you got to know what's going on special teams. At what point do you say, "Yo, why isn't this kid in there?" Like I said, I didn't even make an end of the season video on these dudes because I just like I don't even want to talk about it. I don't. But when I saw that video tonight where Dak said, "Oh, none of my play can be blamed on this season," my error, his effing teeth would be on the mound. His teeth would be on the ground, bro. Somebody would have cracked him. It's not the world we live in anymore, bro. It's a joke. It's all businessmen. Everyone, all friends football. Logan Wilson. Yeah. You forgot to play him. Listen, you could have played him. He's still hot garbage. And then you have people out there that say, "Oh, it was only a 6th-round pick. Oh, it was only a 7th-round pick." I know I can hit on a 6th-round pick. I know I can hit on 7th-round picks. And it's been proven. And I used to do this when I was a kid, and then I stopped for like 30 years. But it's been proven with my rankings that I've put out. And this will only be like my 1,000% second class. But it's been proven. I can find starters on undrafted free agency. Then our fan base says, "Oh, let's give up our second and third round F them picks. Let's give up our second and third round picks because we can't draft." Okay, I say, well, okay. So you're agreeing with me that DoorDash, Will McClay sucks, right? Mr. Arena Football. Oh no, 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 no. Will McClay is great. He's living off the Zach Martin pick, bro. In the normal world, you pick for BPA. Dallas doesn't pick for BPA. We didn't want Micah Parsons. We backed into him. We wanted 2 corners. We backed into him, and the people even we got with the trade were hot garbage, bro. Well, when we traded back with the Tyler Guyton trade, those picks are hot garbage, bro. It's a joke, man. Will McClay got to go. Everybody got to go, man. They got to just burn it down and start from the top, or just burn it down, start all over again, man. It's just like I said, man. I wasn't even going to do a video on these guys because I didn't even want to waste my breath. But when I saw that today, yo, man, take away Aubrey's. I wrote it down. Take away Aubrey's 36 field goals, which equal 18 touchdowns. This is a one-win team, 2-win team. But yet Dak goes, I can't rule. My play had nothing to do with this record. Why were you sweating so much, bro, on the sidelines? God forbid, there can be 17 kids crossing the road. Dak Prescott could run them over. These content creators would be like, "Oh, it's those kids' fault. They should have used the crosswalk. Why weren't they in school? Why were they playing hooky?" Anyone can be checked. Anyone could be critiqued. Not Dak. Dak was only in the first couple of minutes of the Giant game to pad his stats. How about the pads he's wearing between his pants? I think Maxi Pad left him his box before he got traded. Over and out, everybody.